So the main question about the new Equinox stuff for nullsec is, and this applies to everybody, high sec, low sec, and nullsec, the replacing the customs office with the orbital skyhook in nullsec, right, will enable new resources, and the only thing that's an actual product that you take into the new haulers is the reagents. Yeah. The power seems to be linked to the system only, and the workforce can probably you set up transport attachments to the iHub. The new iHub that combines the iHub and the both functions of the infrastructure of a system, right? And you can attach workers, transportation, blah blah blah. So you can transfer workers to the next system, maybe, or within the constellation, or who freaking knows, right? Within the sovereignty, who knows? They weren't specific, right? So okay, so you got reagents. Are they keep saying it's a new resource, but I'm thinking maybe because it's CCP and they're lazy, maybe they'll just make a new resource that doesn't fit into, say, epithal, right? I mean, what's the epithal going to do, right? We're like, whoa, we can't make the epithal obsolete. We'll just make a new, right? That's their thinking, right? So instead of switching, going, hey, now that we've made the epithal obsolete, we should make it be able to carry like reprocessed ice stuff, right? Because, right, it's not considered a mineral. I've tried. It's not considered anything, so you can't carry in anything, right? So you think, okay, well, maybe you guys should do that. Refine, reprocess ice, or figure it out, right? Do a little bit more work, right? But since they haven't, one suspects very strongly that the epithal will still be in use, doing the same old thing, and now these reagents are going to be some fantastic blah blah blah, and they'll probably have really high volume. So on but it just seems just so stupid, doesn't it? And the fact is, they talk about the orbital skyhook replacing the customs office, and you go, okay, you're talking about these reagents a little bit more. Let's hold a breath and look for the entry on the new transports, because you're going into more detail. Okay, obviously you should talk more about the transports, the ships that people are getting, to excite them about the ships, and there's no talk about it at all, which is a sure sign that they don't know what the hell they're talking about, and they've realized their mistake, and they want to keep quiet on it, so everybody just is happy, joy about their new patch. That's how they've always been. And I can guarantee you that CP, for live, in-depth look at the expansion, they won't even answer any questions about the haulers. Guarantee you. Or if they do, it'll be, this new blah, 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 and they won't actually answer what's asked. That's what I suspect. What did we learn from this? A little bit, a tiny bit about each, right? Moon drills are explodable. Yay. So you can steal the minerals, right? It'll be like an athanol. You can blow it up and steal the stuff. The improved interface looks like this. All they show you is overview, claim system, and sovereignty ops. I can guarantee you the rankings, they never changed it. I'm sure we'll still have to go show all. They originally said, well, we can't do that, it'll slow down your computer. But that was back in 2003. I know. It's just, yeah, tell me about it. What other stuff? Oh, I believe when I speculated uh, the Skyhook uh, wasn't going to give you officer level stuff because you need the Sovereignty Hub upgrade. No, it looks like it's a different thing. So you could potentially get a blockade without the upgrade at all. I think it could be. I don't know. It might not be a thing if you don't have the piracy um, detector, right? It might, you might have less danger of getting interrupted when you're going to the orbital skyhook by rats who appear at the skyhook. Ugh, right? But they did talk a little bit more and made it. It's sad, isn't it, that they'll go to great lengths to detail the pirate detection array, but they won't even talk one iota about the new haulers, right? And clarify it, right? Furthermore, all sites detected by this array will now have a chance to escalate, with some hampered possibility of capital even officer escalations. Okay, one is assuming that's the nature of escalations, of array anomaly escalations. So, new harder combat anomaly for the pirate detection array upgrade. So you're upgrading your anomalies, right? So, okay, so it's a harder one with the possibility of capital even officer escalations. Okay, it sounds a bit like the crab deployable, right? In that it gave you kind of carrier level stuff to deal with. So in that sense, it's kind of interesting. But of course, this is all nullsec. But whatever. I mean, so what, right? Okay, they're improving nullsec, or so they say. But yeah, that's what you can glean from it. There's not much of value. It's pretty much what I expected. There's a few wrinkles that were different, but whatever. So it's basically giving topology to the EV universe a bit more than simply the R64s where they are, right? So in that, it's interesting. Yeah, and of course the passive moon drills are less lucrative than manually doing it. I don't know how less lucrative. They right they don't say. The improved interface, yeah, it's just gonna be, oh, they added 3 new things for the sovereignty thing for, congratulations, right? But as far as fixing the actual interface of the corporate system, I honestly don't think they reworked it. I think they just added this new thing and called it a day. Called it a day. Yet I'm not getting any hint that they improved it, right? They made all this big spiel about it initially, and they expect people not to read further. They want to drive the hype, right? And of course, this stuff nobody reads because it's after the fact, and why would people bother combing through it for new information when, right, it just all seems like hype in the first place. I mean, this is why you're watching this video. You don't want to read the whole damn thing and waste your time. You'd rather listen to me and play the game or do something, right? Yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing really new, nothing earth-shattering. It's pretty much exactly what I thought. And the stuff I'm really concerned about, they didn't even touch on. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one thinking these things. So, yeah. Yeah. The new thing that CCP's doing. Everybody be excited. Yay, we're awesome. Barf.